Is a yard sign a good strategy for your home business? Stay tuned.
Hello, Lynn Thomas, the Holy Grail Finder from holygrailfinder.com. Are you utilizing signs in building your home business? Well, if you are, you probably know signs are a cold market technique, but they can be a very good companion to an online business or a strictly offline business. And there are several things that you need to consider if you're already doing a sign. Is it working for you, and maybe why or why not? But if you have not done a yard sign, there's some things to help you consider whether or not you should. So the first thing to consider is whether or not you're legally allowed to do that. And this is not legal advice, no attorney-client relationship here, but just practical business advice. If you want to have a yard sign, you need to check first with your local city ordinances and find out if you're allowed to have one, and if you are, under what circumstances. So assuming you clear that hurdle, then the second thing to ask yourself is a yard sign going to work in my location? And there are a couple ways that that can be true. So let's assume that you live in an area where there's some population. That's a very important thing. Do you live in an area where the population is going to be going by your street quite a bit? So let's say your neighborhood where you live has a school. And so people are going to and from your home because they're taking their kids to and from school. You have a great traffic pattern with somebody coming by your home who doesn't live in your neighborhood but is there on a regular basis. Why? Because it takes multiple times, typically multiple times of exposure for people to want to act on something. So if you live in an area where there's a reason for people to be going by your home frequently, you have a great spot to place a business-oriented sign. The second thing to consider in that realm is, let's say that you live in an area where you don't actually have a lot of traffic pattern. You might have some population, but no traffic pattern. Like friends of mine who live at the end of a busy street or end of a street, they don't have people going by their home because they live at the very end of the street. A sign in your yard can still be an asset to your business, again, even if your focus is online traffic. Because let's say you've got a kid in karate class, and your kid is in class with other kids, and maybe a mom or a dad of another kid comes over to your home to pick up your kid for karate, and you never have prospected them because you're practicing attraction marketing. But when they see your sign, it opens the door, if they're ready to open it, to find out what you do. It's a very powerful attraction marketing principle. So if you live in a situation where you don't have a lot of traffic pattern, you can still utilize that with people in your own neighborhood seeing it, on your own street seeing it, your own family, friends, people who come to your home. So it is still a possibility for you as a tool. If you live where there is no traffic pattern, where there is a low population, it's probably not going to be the best technique for you. But that's something that you can experiment with. Do not buy an expensive sign if you decide to go down that route. And I'll give more details, another time on what your sign might or might not say if you're focusing on business. But again, consider whether or not that's a cold market technique that works for you based on what I've shared here today. I hope this has been helpful. And don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video if you got value out of it. And be sure to get on my newsletter, folks. All right. Hope you have a great day, and don't forget to go light your lamp. God bless.